Hello, I am Hemant Kumar Bhimrao Meshram, Assistant Professor and Head Department of Physics, Shri Jnanesh Mahavidyalaya Nawargaon, Taluka Sindewahi, District Chandrapur, Maharashtra. I am one of the participant in first online refresher course in physics organized from 7 September to 20 September 2020 by UGC Human Resource Development Center of Gujarat University, Ahmedabad. I am going to deliver my presentation on gravitational waves. The content of my topic is history about gravity, Einstein's prediction, gravitational wave basics, existence of gravitational waves, and detection of gravitational waves. In 1686, Isaac Newton published the first theory of gravity in Principia Mathematica, and he said that every objects in the universe attract each other with a force. That force is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the distance between them. Newton's law describes effect of gravity but does not explain it. We know in universe very large objects like planets, stars and galaxies are present. They are seen by us, but some objects do not seen, but they exist like electrons, protons, neutrons, etc. Some objects like air, we feel it. So prediction of this given by mathematical equations. In 1915, existence of gravitational waves given by Einstein in his general theory of relativity. First time in 14 September 2015, LIGO detected the gravitational waves experimentally. It was generated due to the merging of two black holes billions of light years long from Earth's surface. Proves Einstein's theory of relativity. Three physicists got Nobel Prize for the discovery of gravitational waves. So how to detect gravitational waves? In 1915, Einstein said in his general theory of relativity, space-time is four-dimensional. He said each object distorts the space-time fabric. Heavier object distorts more and lighter object distort less. So he considered space-time like a rubber sheet. If we put very massive object in the rubber sheet will bend downward. If more heavier object placed in that rubber sheet, it bend more heavier than sun. And if we put another heavier object in that rubber sheet, the rubber sheet will bend more than previously two objects. So what happened due to this? Due to this, lighter objects attracted heavier object. This is the gravity. When they come together, starts to move in orbit and creates ripple or waves in space time like water when ship floats on it. When two heavy neutron stars or black holes nearer to each other, then they move in orbit and distance between them continuously decreases and waves generated. When they come closer again, merge into each other, at that time tremendous amount of energy is released. This is more than that if we add energy of all the stars in the universe. At, at this time, most waves generated and having intensity is maximum, and it will travel in the universe with the speed of light. So how do we know gravitational waves exist? The evidence of gravitational waves is up to 1974 there was no experimental evidence of gravitational waves exist. In 1974, US astrological scientist Russell Hulse and Joseph Taylor discovered two heavy binary pulsars move around each other. This was perfect system to test Einstein's general theory of relativity. Up to 40 years of long observations, it was observed that distance between binary pulsars decreases continuously, so they generates gravitational waves. But up to 2015, scientists don't detect these gravitational waves. So on September 2015, LIGO first time detected distortion produced in space-time by these binary pulsars. This distortion came at a distance of 1.3 billion light year from Earth's surface and was due to collision between these two heavy binary pulsars. Till now, 2 times they were detected. If gravitational waves generated near the Earth's surface, then due to high intensity of gravitational waves, life on Earth will no more. But luckily, gravitational waves produced far long from the Earth. When they reached up to the Earth, intensity will be minimum. It will affect Earth only in micro level, that is 1000 times less that of proton present in nucleus of an atom. This is the reason we can't feel gravitational waves. So what are gravitational waves? They are rapidly moving mass generate fluctuations in space-time curvature. These fluctuations propagate at the speed of light away from the source. These are gravitational waves. Remember, when gravitational waves passes through space is stretched and squeezed alternately like this. So detection of gravitational waves, there are a lot of kinds of detectors to detect the gravitational waves. Resonant detector, interferometer on space, Doppler tracking, pulsar timing, polarization of cosmic microwave background, and so on. So detection of gravitational waves, several ground-based space detectors are present to detect the gravitational waves. Ground-based detectors are LIGO, which is present in USA, and it is succeed to observe the gravitational waves. Virgo in Italy, GEO in Germany, TAMA in Japan, Auriga in Australia. And proposed space-based detector is LISA, which is launched in 2013, consisting of 3 satellites. So what is LIGO? LIGO is the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, which is in United States. LIGO is a program with 2 observatories currently in the United States, located in cities of Hanford in and Livingston in Louisiana. So how LIGO works? LIGO basic interferometer diagram is shown in this figure. Here laser beam is fall on beam splitter. 2 mirrors, one mirror is placed here and another mirror placed here which are perpendicular to each other. So when light beam passes through beam splitter, it get reflected towards the first mirror and reflected back again towards the beam splitter, and another ray is transmitted through this beam splitter and reaches towards this mirror, and again it reflected back towards the beam splitter. So the distance between these two mirrors from beam splitter is equal. So there is no phase difference between the waves generated or reflected back towards the beam splitter. So there is no phase difference, so detector do not detect signals. The laser interferometer at LIGO use fringe pattern of divided laser beam to measure any lengthening or shortening of space due to gravitational waves. So how this LIGO works? It works like this. When the gravitational waves are produced in the universe, then these two rods, lengthening and shortening, even very small amount of gravitational wave reached towards the earth, then also it detects gravitational waves. So due to this shortening and lengthening, there is a phase difference produced in two waves, and that phase difference is detected by the detector. And when there is no phase difference between two waves, photo detector do not detect the waves. So when gravitational waves generated at that time, photo detector detected the waves because of the phase difference produced in that two waves. So how gravitational waves are observed? So software that analyzes data in real time was indicating that both interferometer had seen a rapidly increasing pitch. It was an oscillation that began at 35 Hz and rapidly increased to 250 Hz. Both detectors saw roughly the same Livingston first and Hanford 7 milliseconds later. So these are the observation of both and this is the combining effect of both the detectors. So that delay is an indication of how the waves swept through the earth. LIGO scientists have run a series of careful checks to ensure that the signal is real or not. Signals in synchrony when shifted by 0.007 seconds, this was happened due to the gravitational waves. So there is shifting of waves with 0.00 second time. So gravitational waves detected. The big advantage behind the detection of gravitational waves is it in physics experimentally proved for theory of gravitational, and in astronomy opens a new window for astronomical observations. So I am Assistant Professor Hemant Kumar Meshram, very much thankful to UGC Human Resource Development Center of Gujarat University Ahmedabad for providing me an opportunity to join first online refresher course in physics